Correction, what's up? Fula danglers, multicam black, and Typhon. Fula danglers. Fanny packs over here. Fupa right there. Got some shotgun rigs. No, have some cop rigs. Got some shotgun rigs there. How is everyone? What's going on? 30 seconds in and I've got one thumbs up showing 0 online. We did some dual pistols. For you guys that don't know, we make them Velcro, we make them fast techs. So personal preference. Guys will tell you that Velcro is faster. They'll also tell you, but Velcro makes noise. Well, if you dump that 15, 17, 19 rounds, they probably know you're there. If you want security of the items, fast techs, right? Can't come open by accident. Also noise discipline. Velcro tends to have a little bit more adjustment in it as well. John Zhu, what's up? Chuck Peoples, Ellie Welding, Tyler Malloy, what's up? Charlie Wood, Scott Anderson, how are you, man? Sam Landau, what's up? Byron Roberts. How much thread do you think this is? That's just off shotgun cards. Man, I feel like I have bugs crawling on me. I've been outside. Just came in just a minute ago, need a shower. So I have Fula danglers. I have Typhon. I have multicam black. There's a couple colored ones in there that have been there. I have Raid right here. It looks like I have multicam black red thread. Super nice. Looks like I have Typhon red thread. They kicked these out right at the last end of the day. And then I've got multicam black mini aprons. Anybody have a mini apron on here? Anyone? Mini apron? Do you like it and what do you use it for? Bob Lester, what's up, buddy? So I was just up watering the fodder trees and more are alive. More have all of a sudden just shit out leaves. Awesome. I think it's all the willows that are doing it. I ordered more trees today. They are very limited in inventory. They have no mulberry, but I ordered 100 poplar and 100 willow. But they were considerably more expensive, right? Because all they have is like 4-foot trees. So 600 bucks got me 200 trees this time. Nick's like, man, it's kind of late. You're gonna have to water them every couple days. And I'm with that because if push comes to shove and we need them things, we're gonna be super glad we have them. Sam, what's up, buddy? How are you? Are they weeping willows? Charlie, they are not. They are hybrid willow. It's a very vigorous, fast-growing tree. Grows 10 feet a year, something like that, 10 feet a year. We're not ever gonna let them grow into trees though. We're gonna chop them down and just get all kinds of shoots out of them. Think looking like a giant blueberry bush. Bonsai tree. We actually have a very good friend who is a bonsai master, and he bonsais all of the trees for every Hilton and Marriott property.
I know who that is, but I can't think of who it is.
I'll tell you later. Went from Stone Cold Killer to clipping little bonsai trees. Patrick Caswell. So we have quite a few videos on these trees. Man, these shoes are poking the shit out of me because I have mulch in them. We have quite a few videos. There's a video of Nick Ferguson talking about it. Bob Lester on here, he cut an entire like corn maze, entire maze, and is putting his trees or has put his trees in that manner. So it's a maze. It's several acres, and it's a maze for the kids. Witherspoon, how are you? Saw the Zippo lighter yesterday. Had to order myself one. They're nice. They are very nice. Cody told me somebody ordered the red-black one, and then somebody ordered one of the laser ones last night, he said. Urban Woodsman, how are you, man? Yes, I have used it for multiple things. Mini apron works great when planting for tools and holding seeds. That's exactly what I wanted, man. I wanted it like for a planting shovel, and I use one of those like 3-claw hand rakes, you know, for just moving soil around and pulling roots out and stuff in the raised beds. Mark Sutcliffe, what's up, man? How are you? Ordered a red black one. Got shipping notification today, Tyler. Right on. Harvest it for feed like wartime farms. Charlie, yeah, we're actually going to, we can cut, you can take these trees, right, and put them straight in the rabbit cage. They will eat all the foliage and eat the bark off the wood. You could take what's remaining and run it through a small little home wood chipper, just a cheapy wood chipper, and turn it into shavings or whatever, right? Mulch. Or you break it down into compost. You can also take it and strip the leaves off of it and the tender shoots. And also you can run that through a wood chipper. You put it in, think 55-gallon drums, fill up a 55-gallon drum, add a little bit of sugar into it, and then you seal the top off. Completely seal it airtight and let it sit for 2 months. It's going to ferment, and now you have something called silage. And you can put silage up. In the old days, they called it tree hay. And you can use that to feed your animals up to 18 to 24 months later. Going to work 10 p.m. to 6, right? Hey, what's up? How are you? So what do you do for work? Like, what does work look like? Your real job. Your government job. Got back from my kid's 8th grade graduation. Right on, Ortiz, right on. I say government job because they're taxing the shit out of you. Probably never even light it once. I'll just sit in my collectible. Oh, you're talking about the lighter? Oh, man, use it. I'm reading through to see if I missed any comments. I think I got them all. So what do we have out here? Padded hearing protection cases, I see. So we had a new guy show up yesterday, and he decided he couldn't, it wasn't for him. He tapped out pretty fast. And I actually am like, what can we do to make this work for you, right? I never ask a motherfucker that. This guy came in, and he was actually super fast. He was like the fastest dude that we've ever had in, like especially a fucking first week guy. Like he cut complete orders, complete bags. He cut 125 grocery bags today. Like a decent day for a dude who's been here for a little while would be 75. Just a kid, I say kid, he's 30 years old. He's only lived with his parents, only worked for his parents. And I have a feeling he's had, kind of a sit-down desk job. And he just said it, it hurt, it's too hot. So, but you never know. Like when a guy moves several states away to show up in the middle of nowhere here, they're usually running from something. Like oftentimes it's a fight with a girlfriend. And she realizes he's gone and wants him back, and he got what he wanted. I mean, just an example. Somos, what's up? Transportation for Albertson. So are you a truck driver? So more raised beds. We had the new guy put them together. I said, are you mechanically inclined? He's like, oh no, not at all. I'm like, but you know what a crescent wrench is? He's like, no, I don't. I go, you know what a Phillips and a slotted screwdriver are? He's like, yeah. So we have a few extra parts. Nothing unserviceable. And that's 3 more beds we've added now that we'll fill tomorrow. I got up this morning at 4:30, or what I thought was 4:30. Turns out it was actually 1:30. My eyes were a little squinty and not focused yet. So jumped up, and then I realized it was 1:30, and the bitch voice kicked in, so I allowed myself to lay back down. And Amanda shook me and said, hey, it's past 4:30. So at 4:45, I actually got up. Came down to chest, had a pretty good workout, and then hit 30 or 30 so minutes of cardio, and been going ever since. Andrew Anderson, how are you? Got 20 tomatoes, 15 pepper plants into raised beds. This weekend, got another 15 hardening off to transplant. Awesome, man. So you started all of those from seed. Charlie Wood. Yeah, he did good, man. Like I have never, ever been like, hey, how can we make this work, right? Because especially a dude that moves here from out of town, most dudes coming here from out of town, if you coddle them, they need to see what it is right from the beginning. They have to want to be here. They have to want to be here more than I need them to be here in order for it to, because you're in a small town. Like, you're not going to come here and find a girl. There's girls here, but they all have 20 ex-boyfriends. And whether she thinks she's with her ex-boyfriend or not, the ex-boyfriend definitely thinks that she is with them. And not all dudes, but most dudes come here running from something. Like, a lot of these dudes have never been in a fight. You know, they've never changed a tire. It's just, that's just how it is. All from seed, inside now, outside. Right on, man, right on. Much needed rain. We're supposed to have some rain coming, man. I will take it. Manage drivers. Right on, right on. So, like, dispatch and stuff. Got about a dozen collectible vintage lighters. I don't smoke anymore and only keep a few Bics around for real world use. Right on. If you guys don't know, you can buy 50 packs of Bic on Amazon, and there is not a disposable lighter better than Bic. There are lighters better than Bic, more expensive than Bic, but not better. You get what you pay for. And if you buy them at the checkout at Walmart, you're going to pay a couple, $2, $3 a lighter, if not more. And if you buy them in bulk packs of 50, we used to get them for 35. I don't know what they are now, but they're still cheaper than buying singles. Question on your store site. When you have, say, the Fupa multicam in the drop down, does that mean it's in stock? It should mean it's in stock. It doesn't always mean that, though. And let's just be upfront always from the beginning. Are we talking about an order you already have in place? Or does, for instance, my website say multicam? Being that I was up there a few minutes ago, I can tell you I do not have multicam. If you have an order for one for multicam, it is highly possible that it is in a box waiting on the other item or waiting on a promo code item. Need to grab some ivermectin drops this weekend. Rooster, swollen eye, not getting better. Where would you get that at? I can't imagine a grown man not being able to change it. Bob, man, they're there, dude. They're there. Think about how many households don't have fathers in them. Think about how many households who have even a little bit of money, like middle class, right? They've made it easy. Like, your cell phone comes with roadside assistance. And if you're from a big town, those guys come fast. If you're in California, there's dudes just driving around, right? There's roadside assistance. I see them in Nashville on the side of the freeway. Your insurance comes with roadside assistance. If you have AAA, which is a great service to have. But I kind of dropped AAA because there was a couple times when I had issues with a trailer and they would not assist, even though we had the addendum and the extra shit. So I haven't had AAA for 15 years probably, but they're good for like lockout, for having keys locked out and shit. But living in the middle of nowhere, it takes fucking 5-6 hours for AAA, somebody from AAA to show up out here. So it's not worth having them. But there are people that have never fucking changed a tire because society doesn't require it anymore. They don't want to get their hands dirty. That's literally what it is, right? They just don't want to get dirty. I can get ivermectin drops at the local vet supply store. Right on. You guys got any new tool pod totes? I don't have the answer to that. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. They weren't a big seller. Like, I was really surprised how slowly they sold. You need to grab some ivermectin drop. We read that one. John, how much do I make a year? How much do you make a year? That's a very loaded question, right? How much money does John make? The goal is for John not to really make any money. The goal is to have corporations or limited liability companies hold the assets that you would have access and use to so that you don't get any secondary taxing on those. And you can also expense them differently. I think I was first taught to change a tire when I was maybe 7 or 8. Chuck Peoples, I don't remember ever being taught to change a tire. I remember changing a tire out of necessity. Used to teach tire changing and how to check oil to all 6th grade students. Right, Patrick. Ours was 8th grade. It was auto shop, but I didn't take auto shop. I took mechanical engineering and drafting, which I was also terrible at. But I should have done auto shop because our auto shop teacher was very cool and they had motorcycles and shit in there. Billy Magnum, how are you? Who did the bumper music on your website? I'd like to check them out. So it's called Eye for an Eye. They're actually they're actually a pretty big band. Eye for an Eye. It was David Ray. It was a dude named Stump. John Connor, who's doing fucking music right now. You guys should follow John Connor. I used to. They played here at our shop. We've got videos of them performing here. And Bubba Sparks was the 4th member of that group. He went on and did a bunch of other stuff on his own and kind of wasn't active in the group. And they've kind of all gone their separate ways. And David Ray is Jelly Roll's right-hand man, has been for the last 3 or 4 years. They've got a lot of gold records. I think they've got something about to go platinum, I think. I'm sure everybody knows who that's where David is. And John Connor, I speak to John Connor, I don't know, a couple times every other week. We just, text back and forth, message. Mechanical drawing class was good. I still use some when I draft plans and engineer. Billy, I don't use any of that shit, man. I freehand on a piece of paper, throw the numbers on there so I know what they are next time. I can't even draw a box. Don't most business owners try to make their salary come out as low as possible on paper? Yes. Yes. So I like to say the IRS tax code, Jack says this too, the IRS tax code is 88,000 pages. 8,000 is what you have to do, and 80,000 is how to get out of doing it. Because rich people and senators and congressmen and those kind of people have passed laws so that they don't have to pay taxes, and it gets written into tax code. Medi, what's up? Trying to catch up on your content. Thanks. Keep coming. Right on. Thank you, man. Thank you. I majored in auto shop and welding. Always been busy and made money. Yeah. When I owned a business, I never took a single paycheck. Elon Musk doesn't take paychecks. Elon Musk gets stock option. And then he takes his stock option and he takes it and uses collateralized for loans. That's what's happening with Bitcoin right now. Guys with big amount of Bitcoin, they don't ever convert the Bitcoin into cash, so there is no taxable event. They take the Bitcoin, they use the Bitcoin as collateral, and they get a loan against it, and then the loan gets paid back, and depending how you do the loan and what it's for, that's also very little tax or no tax, depending how that's structured. Josh, man, thank you. That dude's doing some big shit. He's been involved in a lot of stuff. My dad restored a Willys. I think it was in a 48. I would hang out and watch him and his buddy while he worked on them. That's very cool, man. Now my lawnmower tires weigh like 600 pounds each. Yeah. I remember Dad showing me how to remove a patch and tire in old riding mowers. Right on. My dad blew a tire one day. He said, "Today you're going to learn." Yeah. Learn to quit working for money and you make and have money. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to the camera about that just right before I walked in here. I was recording some stuff. It's just poverty mindset. And most people, like in the conversation, you'll hear a dude say something like, yeah, I need all this ABC, right? But it's expensive. And then they'll also in the same conversation tell you all the skills they have and how they make all this money. Well, which is it, motherfucker? Like, which is it? Do you make all the money, or can you not afford the little fucking widget you just said you wanted? Any good resources on wise business tax information? It's going to structure differently for you. There's tons and tons of YouTube channels. Just find some, start watching some YouTube stuff, and you need a tax accountant. You need to start with a bookkeeper, accountant, certified CPA to help you set up your structure. When you're really going to set up, and I wouldn't set shit up until you're actually making money. When you're actually making some money and you're able to do this and you're talking about going and buying some things, I would go talk to a tax lawyer at that point. If you're really concerned about it, save 33 cents of every dollar you make and put it in a separate account. You have your business account for incoming, you have your operating account, you have your payroll account, and you have your other account that says theft, right? And that's your IRS account. Saw his Max Headroom channel on TikTok. It was good content. Man, I haven't seen any of that. I'm definitely going to go check it out. I let my business go because I got so fed up with all the tax and accounting bullshit. Well, I said shit for you because your phone wouldn't type it for some reason. All the bullshit. Just wanted to get back to taking a check and leaving work at the door. That's fine, Tyler. That's absolutely fine, man. Being a business owner is not for everyone. Some guys are better set as a number 2 or even a number 3. Not every, and some of those guys that are number 2s, they make way more fucking money than guys that run their own companies. I'm not sure it's up still. Got it. AAA called a local tow company to move a buddy's pristine Model A. Holy shit. The driver strapped one wheel, took off, dumped his Model A in a ditch after texting and driving. That's fucking nuts, man. So did AAA buy him a new Model A, or who fucking is responsible for that? Yeah. If people acted like there were repercussions for their actions, imagine how better the world would be. So I'm waiting for my harvest right. Came across a new way to pay for it. Freeze-dried hamburger for dogs, $5 a pop, selling all to Northern Virginia uppity dog moms. Tim, the only difference between hamburger for dogs and hamburger for humans is the label on the package. That's a great idea, buddy. That is a great idea. But I wouldn't even call them uppity dog moms. I would call them the motherfuckers that I'm super appreciated that they're paying for my machine. And you could take that and package it very quietly and just sell it like dope to concerned citizens who want freeze-dried hamburger. Go try to buy some. Look up freeze-dried hamburger online and see what that shit, that used to be the cheapest shit. That and chicken. Fucking, I saw little bags of chicken going for $69. We've been selling beef liver freeze-dried. People love that shit for their dogs. Right on, man. Right on. Beef liver is good for them to eat as well. Howdy from California, the communist state of no gun freedom. Leave California, man. We did. I came from California. I've been on the mental struggle bus lately. Have any words of advice to keep moving forward? Yeah, I made a ton of videos about 2 years ago. You should check those out and just watch them. You might also check out Andy Frisella, watch some of his stuff. It's mental, man. It literally is you. There's nobody that's going to motivate you. If I came to your fucking house while you weren't going to get out of bed and I fucking smacked the bottom of your foot with a fucking 2x4, you would get the fuck out of bed, right? If I stood over you, whatever you were doing, you didn't want to get up and go to the gym, right? You didn't want to put down the ice cream. You didn't want to get up early and so that you could work out, right? If I fucking dumped a 5-gallon bucket of water on your ass, you fucking would get up. So get the fuck up. What we do is we're like, I might get up early tomorrow. No, tell yourself you're going to get up early. Tell somebody else you're going to get up early. Fucking make it known so there's accountability. Hey, I'm going to get up at 5 in the morning. Post that on your fucking Instagram page. There'll be plenty of motherfuckers telling you you missed it when you do. Mamu, I'm good, man. How are you? AAA giving local company 3 days to respond. Oh, this recently happened. And that's not jumping on your shit, man. You just have to do it. What are you struggling with? So the MFCEO project doesn't exist anymore. There's 360 some podcasts. Look them up. You could listen to those today, and there's actionable shit in almost every one of them. He changed it. It's no longer the motherfucking CEO podcast. It is now Andy Frisella, real AF, real as fuck. And there's good shit in there, but it's not what it was. I've done things I know I've needed to do just because you pissed me off and said I wouldn't do it. Yeah, you needed that, motherfucker. You needed that. I'll check those videos out. I appreciate you. Charlie, man, they're there, buddy. Look up, just go to my channel and type in prison divorce, and a bunch of shit will pop up. Going to upload a new video tonight. Right on. What's your video about, Mamu? I'm sure I'm fucking your name up there. Any update, larger medical bag you were talking about last month? Not yet, man. Not yet. Not yet. We're building a fucking shit ton of grocery bags for our gift bags for Self-Reliance Festival. Okay, so the dude that was asking about the, did he say fanny pack or he said FUPA? FUPA, maybe he said? Maybe it was fanny pack. I don't remember. I thought he said multicam. I have nothing here multicam. I also didn't see him say whether we're talking about an order or he wants to order. Bob, I ordered some, I got a GoPro Hero 10 today. I haven't used it yet. Start a series on weight loss. Fucking good for you, man. Good for you. If nothing else, that is a journal for your future, right? Your kids can look back on that and see literally posts from every day or every week. And there's a lot of stuff that you can see in there. Even though it's about weight loss, there will be other things that are telling in it. What's the guy's name that used to do MMA from Georgia with Jaeger? From Georgia with Jaeger. Do you mean Aaron Little? He's from Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky. That's funny you asked that. I was thinking about him today. I got my Freeline bag today. For anybody interested, is absolutely perfect for a Navage system. I don't know what a Navage system is. What is that? Got any good sources for men's jewelry, specifically rings? Looking for a new signet style. So I don't know what signet style is. I don't wear, well, I guess I do wear a ring. I put one on and it's been there ever since. Amanda always wants to get me something new, and I'm like, just leave this one alone. Yeah, whatever Louis. You want a beautiful, amazing ring? Whatever Louis. He's got a pretty incredible fucking story recently, too. Diagnosed with brain tumor. They actually cut his nose off, removed the tumor. They've implanted, I think he had some radioactive pellets in there. They reconstructed his entire face. It's a pretty incredible journey over literally just like the last maybe 90 days. Amazing artist. You should check out Whatever Louie. I spent an hour this morning before Real Job fighting with Japanese beetles and squash bugs. Ideas on how to murder these pests without chemicals. Yes. Chemicals. No. So for Japanese beetles, I use a vacuum. Last year I used a dust buster, like a cordless vacuum. This year I haven't seen any yet, luckily. This year I'm going to use my Milwaukee shop vac. When you touch the tree, you can get right up to them, right, and kind of crush them. And they're always together mating. You can get 2 or 3 at a time. But as soon as you touch the tree, all the rest of them fly away. So I go out there every few hours and do that. With the vacuum, though, you can just suck them up, especially with that Milwaukee shop vac is very powerful. It's cordless, it's handheld, and it will just pull them off the tree, and it doesn't vibrate the tree. So that's what I would do. For squash bugs, I quit fighting squash bugs. I grow, last year we grew zucchini. As soon as squash bugs showed up in any significant amount, I just pulled them. I was done with them. How much squash am I really going to eat? Unfortunately, they moved to my cantaloupe and to my watermelons. So you'll hear diatomaceous earth. That's horseshit. It works, but as soon as DT, as soon as diatomaceous earth gets wet, it is void. It is no good anymore. So as soon as you get damp or you water, it's done for, right? You've got to go out there and just kill them. If you take squash bugs and crush them, they have almost like a chem-like green kind of turquoise color to them inside. They're all the same color, and they smell very sweet. You might could vacuum those out too. They're going to lay eggs underneath the leaves. You can see them. They're usually in clusters, very flat. I would literally just cut that leaf off. Leave squash and zucchini and leave the watermelon alone. Well, Tim, the squash bugs kill the shit out of my zucchini and my squash. Neem oil. Yeah, neem oil, but I mean, there's a lot of work to neem oil. It's more work than it's worth for me to have squash and zucchini. So if you really want to have squash and zucchini, how much do you need to have, right? So if you're going to plant raised beds, you're going to put, 2, 3 zucchini plants in there. Tarp them motherfuckers. Just tarp them. They have little frames that go over your beds, and they have like super thin mesh, white mesh. And then the cabbage moths aren't going to get your cabbage either. I have let some wolf spiders loose in my containers, been knocking them into jars and drowning the squash bugs. The beetles just show up today. I cheat. I use 7 dust. I have 7 dust too, Jason. I do too. I've got it in the kitchen. You hear everybody say soap, right? So I made some high concentrate soapy water and sprayed them down. That shit killed the plant. I used Dawn dish soap. Had a blue tint to it. There was that much Dawn in it, and it fucking killed the plants. Ever tried peppermint? I have not tried peppermint. I've heard that they're 100% organic bug repellents. They very well might be. My GoPro drowned on a dive in Grand Cayman. John, you might not know this, but GoPro puts a new GoPro out every year, and they fucking get leaps and bounds better than the previous. I see somebody, I'm scrolling back, Mark said diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth will work, only until it gets damp. I did use all that old beer I emptied out of the kegs, and it killed a bunch of slugs. You drank that shit, motherfucker. You know you drank that 5-year-old beer. Peppermint supposedly repels mosquitoes. Yeah, there's tons of shit you can plant that's supposed to also. You know what else worked great for mosquitoes? Spray yourself down with fucking off. Had the same thing with them jumping to watermelon when I pulled the zucchini. If I leave the... Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying there. They were on there when I pulled the zucchini. They were already there. They kind of crossed. I've got watermelon out there now. Not a lot of it. I've got, I don't know, maybe 12 plants. I did no squash or zucchini this year. None. We grow a fucking ton of it. Nobody eats it. I mean, like, literally nobody eats it. I started about 2 years ago. Been doing no gi. Just started taking gi classes. So technically a white belt. Right on, James. Right on. You know, Dana does jujitsu in Franklin there. I water 2 times a day because it's 100. I don't know what it was today. I'll bet it was 100 degrees today. Eat garlic to get rid of mosquitoes. You know what the worst? I love fresh garlic. I fucking hate that garlic that comes in the square tub that you keep in your refrigerator. Like, I don't like anything in citric water, right? I don't like artichoke hearts. I don't like unless it's in oil. Fuck that stuff. The squash and zucchini are our most eaten veg in my house. Right on, man. Good. How big are your Cali grocery bags? I don't know. Check the website. I'm pretty sure there's some videos on there. They'll hold 2 ammo cans. I mean, they're pretty good size. Tons of you guys have Cali grocery bags. How big do you think they are? Got my blue belt this spring. Right on, man. Got my hay up and wrapped. Very cool. Type of chemical to stop fungus and mildew. Maybe someone misspoke. I thought it was pretty common knowledge that dish soap will kill plants. Man, I've seen it fucking 100 times. I've seen people say spray the plant with dish soap. I've seen it all over the place. Gardening groups, fucking raised bed garden groups, square foot gardening group. Congrats. Need to figure out where Dana goes and try to get a class with him. James, totally doable, man. Totally doable. Never get a belt. It can be used legally to charge you aggravated assault. Cody, I've heard that bullshit a million times, man. Let me guess, you don't have a belt? You do you, buddy. You do you. My lawyer has a belt. Need to figure out where Dana... Okay, we read that one. Dana, by the way, Dana is my lawyer, for those that don't know. If you put outdoor ceiling fan on your patio, the movement of the air will keep... Oh, that's a fucking great idea. You know what I got to do? I got to get a patio, which we need anyways. We need to do that. I need an outside cooking area. My guy cooks outside a lot. So does Amanda. And we have no cover. So you're 100 degrees or you're fucking drowning in rain. Just got a freeze dryer. Start my first, I think you mean batch, tomorrow. So don't skip the bread. Did you already run the bread? Spray a perimeter of Bayer Tempo around the house 2 times a year, pretty much any bugs or spiders. Ed, thanks for being here, man. Never got my freeze dryer. Start my first patch tomorrow. Never. Oh, just got my freeze dryer ready. All right, guys. A couple more minutes here, and I'm going to go take a shower. So, last comments. Anything you want to see? Anything you want to talk about? Tempo is phenomenal. Tempo is a phenomenal spray to control flies. Right on. Just got my freeze. Okay, we read it. I keep water softener salt with dish soap in a barrel. We use it as Roundup. Oh, that's a fucking good idea. Does it work? That's a really good idea. I could mix that up in an IBC tote. Friend's stepson had a black belt Taekwondo. He cannot even tie his gi. He can be charged legally. He doesn't even remember his katas. Dude, I have way more shit to worry about in my life than that. That is like the fucking farthest concern of mine. You hear so much. Imagine the things that people miss out on because they were told, and I'm not even saying that you're wrong. I've heard that same bullshit. Go ahead and find me like 5 cases that show that. Like, look that up and go ahead and post the links to that. did you homeschool your kids? We did not, and the public school system completely sidetracked some of my kids. And we didn't. We knew some shit was going on, and then we did homeschool the last, like online schooling, and that's when we really realized how just beyond fucked up things were. When we were able to stand there and listen to the teachers, it was absolutely insane. And that was here in Tennessee, which is not even crazy compared to most places. Wild foraging. I do not, I am not skilled in wild foraging. And I definitely wouldn't collect mushrooms. I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm saying I would not. If you hurt someone in a fight, no matter what, it could be manslaughter. Yeah, I've got some friends that did manslaughter over fights or accidental death. I just got my patrol subload. Right on. Do you ever get to Smithville? I don't know exactly where Smithville is. Yes, I have been there. And I have a friend whose family has a farm in Smithville. Salt kills everything. Salt the earth. Yeah, I mean, that's the active ingredient in Roundup, right? It's salt. When it dries, it leaves salt crystals on the plants. Right on, man. What's that purple shit? D42 or something? I put down 10 gallons of that yesterday. Smithville, 20 minutes from Nicole. Right on. Hey, Tactical, what's up, buddy? Okay, guys, I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. Bad gasoline works. Fuck yeah, it would. Yeah, diesel, that's what everybody used to use, right? Do you remember when they used to just use motor oil over gravel to, for dust abatement? Sheepdogs and lost my gun in boating accident types will be the first rat on other gun owners. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Maybe so. Jen, no, it'll kill your plant. I didn't see what Jen said. Jason, spray plants with salt water. Fuck no. No, don't do that. It'll kill them. Sitting back, playing it, and waiting for my orders. Seeing the new gun regulations, and they are going up before committee Thursday. I would love to tell you it's not going to go through. I really feel they're gonna ask for a lot, and then everybody's going to just exhale and catch their breath when they end up passing something smaller than what you thought. But I really think it's distraction. I think they're after something else, or something else is going on. I don't know, like Hillary Clinton's lawyer was just in court yesterday. And what, they acquitted? Was it acquitted? He got no charges. He got no repercussion. You can water your lawn with used motor oil. Now they use corn oil to minimize dust. Yeah, salt, vinegar, Dawn dish soap. Vinegar itself will kill it, yeah. It's just the other makes it stick better. All right, guys, have a good night. Use your time, man. Use your time. If it's not adding to you, it's taking away from you. Just be aware of that, whatever you do for the rest of the night. Good night, guys. Don't let pets in your garden either. They are notorious for bringing in the start of bug infestation. Huh, I hadn't thought of that. Had not thought about that. Good night, guys.